Book Need to Know with Jeff Angelo. To the culture, there were big ratings for Jimmy Kimmel when he came back from his suspension over his inappropriate Charlie Kirk comments. Now his ratings have plummeted once again. Now, is this because people don't like Jimmy Kimmel, or is there something cultural going on? Let's talk to a gentleman that writes on politics and culture for Young Voices. Alex Rosado is on the Davison Family Dentistry Newsmaker line this morning. Alex, welcome to WHO Radio. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Jeff. Thanks so much for having me on.
So, Alex, what do you think? Do people just find Jimmy Kimmel not funny, or is there something in your view bigger going on here?
Well, I think you have to break the dynamic down into two parts. Is one, that the public interest in national attention has shifted away from Jimmy Kimmel. You're seeing that his ratings coming back from suspension are just not hitting the marks that the show hoped it would. For similar audiences that they used to poll pre-suspension about the age group of 25 to 29-year-olds, it's down 70 to 80%. You have total viewership at about 1.7 million viewers, and key demographics are down across the board. Year over year, they're down about 220,000 viewers for the age group that's age 18 to 49. So not doing really well in terms of having an actual case to keep it on long term. But you also have to realize that this is now an age of decentralized media. And that means that people are getting their information and spending their time on other platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, and a lot of these other ecosystems that just have a lot more momentum on their side rather than late night television, which most people don't seem to be interested in nowadays.
Well, and Alex, how much is this? Because it's been interesting to watch the transition from in late night TV to just general comedy to angry liberals posturing. You know, I mean, you've got Stephen Colbert's been canceled. It certainly seems like Jimmy Kimmel is headed toward Cancelville. Alex, what is going on here? Has the audience just reached their breaking point with angry political posturing late night?
It's more so a sentiment, and this is something that you've been seeing in the last 20 or so years, where there has been a subtle and not so gradual integration of entertainment with politics. The two have essentially become inseparable. If you take a look at Saturday Night Live, all they do is talk about politics now, and for that reason, it's no wonder why their ratings are also tanking. But it's the general sentiment that most people feel exhausted about thinking about politics all the time. And for television and even for online media, which is seen to be an escape from reality, they want to immerse themselves in something that, at least for a moment, doesn't feel as if it's reflective of real life. And unfortunately, even in the places where you think that you can seek that refuge, you can't find it anymore. So that's why people are getting increasingly frustrated with late night television, that this is not only reflecting the real world, but it's distorting it in a way that makes people a lot more polarized. It's feeling tribalism and just doesn't really heal the public messaging a lot.
So overall, Alex, how is this going to reshape entertainment in your view in the future?
I think that it's going to prioritize partisan alignment a lot more over than factual truth. And for starters, if you're getting your actual news from late night television of all people, then perhaps there's other beneficial ways that you can seek out that information. But about 20% of people within Generation Z, my generation, actually go to news influencers to get their information. So I think this is more so a priority that is very much having to do with agency for the regular consumer, the everyday viewer, is making sure that you're having smart choices for how you digest and interpret news. Going to actual news sites, whether it be Politico, Fox News, New York Times, and being able to actually separate that entertainment value from the politics itself. It's going to make for a much more intuitive market in terms of a free market and how we consume content, but also for the demand of how we spend our time and our valuable information going towards these outlets.
Really insightful commentary this morning from our friend Alex Rosado. He is a writer for Young Voices. Alex, thanks very much for joining us this